It's always lovely to see you, ladies. Good morning. Now, President Bola Tinubu has called for a global framework that benefit communities hosting critical minerals in Nigeria and Africa, ensuring value addition at the source. Represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, he made the call at the third session of the 2025 G20 Leaders Summit held at Johannesburg Expo Center in South Africa. State House correspondent Abdurrahman Jibrila reports.
The demands are coming just as Nigeria also backed the creation of global ethical standards for artificial intelligence, aimed at accelerating development across the world, highlighting that for Nigeria and Africa, critical minerals are more than natural deposits, as they hold the promise of industrial transformation for the continent. The Nigerian leader stressed that while the possession of resources alone does not guarantee prosperity, relevant authorities must ensure that the extraction and trade of critical minerals are governed by fairness, transparency, and accountability.
Africa cannot realize the positive paradigm shift we seek in its development trajectory without a collective resolve of the G20. Together, we must confront the persistent regional challenges before us, most notably the urgent need for sustainable financing to ensure effective implementation of our developmental priorities.
The Nigerian leader further stated that as the world advances through green and digital transitions, progress must remain people-centered. On artificial intelligence, the president was emphatic on the task before G20 leaders, development partners and governments to ensure that AI remains a servant of humanity, not a force that reshapes society at the expense of those it ought to uplift, urging G20 leaders and partners to build a future where Africa is not merely a supplier of raw materials, but a continent of value creation, innovation, and dignity in work.
Nigeria has in recent times demonstrated its readiness for both foreign direct and portfolio investments. This progress is driven in part by the fiscal policies introduced by the present administration, all aimed at enhancing the ease of doing business in Nigeria. We are committed to establishing 1,000 active businesses in each ward in Nigeria, with a clear objective of stimulating our local economy through grassroots empowerment, skills acquisition, and job creation.
Nigeria also asked world leaders to come up with a more equitable and responsive system to manage global financial flows and address the recurring debt crisis in a manner that meets the needs of all nations. Abraham Jibrila, NTA News.
And back home in Nigeria, the Niger State government has ordered the immediate closure of all public and private basic and secondary schools across the 25 local government areas of the state. Governor Mohammed Umaru Bago issued this order following a stakeholder security briefing in Minna. Hossein Musa reports.
The recent kidnap of pupils, students and teachers of St. Mary Catholic Primary and Secondary School, Papiri, in Agore local government area has necessitated decisive measure to forestall another incident. While the Niger State government, security operatives and stakeholders are leaving no stone unturned to ensure the safe return of the children and others in captivity, Governor Muhammad Umar Bagu says stringent measures will be taken to protect the lives and livelihoods of the citizens.
These incidents will have been avoided. However, it's not a time for blame game. Our mission today is to see how we can rescue these children and all those that have been kidnapped in that incident. As such, in this decision, the stakeholders today have decided to close all schools in Niger State. Private, primary and secondary schools, missionary schools, Islamic schools.
Similarly, all tertiary institutions situated in Niger North Senatorial District and those located in volatile areas of Niger East Senatorial District are also directed to close with immediate effect. Emena Hussein Musa, NTA News.
Meanwhile, police in Zamfara State have successfully rescued 25 persons abducted by armed bandits from Kuraju community in Bungudu local government area of the state. This is contained in a statement issued by the public relations officer of the Zamfara State Police Command, DSP Yazid Abubakar. According to the statement, the victims, comprising 10 women and 15 children, were abducted when the bandits in their large number attacked the community on Friday, 21st November 2025. The statement says upon receiving the distress report, the police patrol team, in collaboration with the operatives of Zamfara State Community Protection Guards, swiftly pursued the fleeing bandits and engaged them in a coordinated and strategic operation that led to the successful and safe rescue of all the victims, all of whom have since been reunited with their families. Now, full implementation of Safe School initiative will ensure safety of students, teachers, and school infrastructure across the country. Key players in the education sector, while speaking on the content and reasons behind the initiative, described it as a necessary step in the right direction. Bolaji Akim reports.
Recently, the country has witnessed disturbing incidences of learning being disrupted as a result of terrorist attacks, with the latest being the kidnap of 25 students in Kebbi State. Stakeholders are of the opinion that the cosmopolitan nature and strong collaboration between various security outfits in the state has helped in the enforcement of Safe School initiative.
People in uniform scattered around the community, trekking on motorcycle, on bicycle, monitoring happening within the environment, and immediately they sense any threat to human life or properties, they signal the appropriate authority for necessary action.
Parents are also not left out in the security and safety of the school environment, with the establishment of Functional Parents Teachers Association and other approved associations by the government to ensure the security of both teachers and students within and outside the school environment.
That in all schools of the community, we have what is called SBMC, Parent Forum and Mothers Association. These three associations, they work hand in hand to secure our schools.
In the communities, the CDAs, they all come together in collaboration with the state government to ensure that they have vigilantes. They put all this together to ensure that the security in the state is strong.
Adequate enlightenment, sensitization of teachers and students on the next line of action when the need arises, and enforcement of the Safe School initiative, according to key players, will bring about the needed sanity in the nation education sector. In Lagos, Bolaji Akim, NTA News.
3 lives were lost, with property estimated at over 30 million naira destroyed in a gas plant explosion at Idiruku, Onara, local government area of Oyo State. Kehinde Omolosho was at the scene of the incident to find out the cause of the explosion.
The explosion was said to have occurred while a gas tanker loaded with 15 tons of liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, was transferring its contents to the gas plant. The explosion, which was without fire outbreak, however damaged buildings in the community, with human parts scattered around. It was, however, surprising that the gas tanker was not affected by the explosion.
When they are able to fill the gas finish, the cylinder is hot, and he told them that this thing is hot now. This thing is not supposed to hot. It's supposed to be cold. So when he told them that, let me pour water on the cylinder, he turned back to carry water and poured it. Suddenly everywhere just exploded.
We came out to see the extent of the damage. On getting here, we found out that the boy in question that owned the station of that gas, he has died. And at the entrance of my street there, we found a leg. 2 other persons was broken into pieces.
Adeyinka Amos and Rotimi Fasenya's houses were affected by the explosion. They are, however, thankful for being alive.
When they first brought the gas, I kicked against it. And people in the environment, the co-landlord, they also joined me to kick against it. Planting a gas in this kind of environment is very, very dangerous to our health, even to this community.
The appeal is for relevant agencies to monitor the siting and operation of gas plants to prevent future occurrence. Kehinde Omolosho, NTA News.
And that's the news at this time. Patience and Thelma will be back with Weekend Deal after the break. Stay with us.